Nelly, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing this super easy natural makeup look, and everything is from the drugstore. I am trying a bunch of new products from the drugstore. Some I have tried before, but majority of them, they're brand new. I've never tried them before. They're new to my collection. Some are new to the market, but some are new to my collection that I'm trying out for the first time. So yeah, this is the look that I came up with. I really love the way that it turned out. So if you want to see how to get this look, then definitely go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. My idea for this look is something very natural, very effortless, not a lot of work goes into it. I'm starting off with the Pixi Weylie. I don't understand, Weylie Hoang. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. The shade Itty Bitty, which is this really pretty kind of vanilla shade. I'm going to work this in the brow bone as my brow bone highlight. Go ahead and take the shade Potato, which is this shade right over here. It's right under it. And I'm taking it using the Jaclyn JH number 30 brush. I am going to apply this shade pretty much everywhere on the lid. You don't have to be perfect with it. You just want to go ahead and pack it on from the crease all the way down to the lid. Taking the shade right next to it, which is called Sista, I am using a Crown C512 brush to apply it. And I am going to work this color just a little bit tighter in the crease. So I'm going to start here in the outer corner and blend upwards into that crease, doing little circular motions and into the inner corner. And this is just going to add a little bit of depth to the eye. I'm taking the previous blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges to make sure that it's nice and seamless. Going in with the JH37 brush, I'm going to take the shade Bomb, which is this one right over here. And I'm only going to focus this shade right here in the outer corner to again just give a little dimension just in the outer corner. Okay, so that is going to be it for the eyes for now. I'm taking a makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up any fallout that we may have and make the outer corner really nice and crisp. I always put my finger into my wipe and with the nail I run it up to meet the tail of the brow. And as you can see, it just cleans it up and gives it like this really nice sharp edge. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the skin. I have a ton of new products to try that I'm so excited for, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I am going to start off by priming my skin using the Rimmel Mattifying Makeup Primer. I've never tried this one before. This is in the shade 003. So I'm just going to squeeze some on the back of my hand, like that much, and apply it. Ooh. Feels really moisturizing, but at the same time like a little tight, if that makes any sense. Really like the consistency of that primer. It feels really nice and comfortable, but still looks matte, which I really like. Rimmel London also came out with new foundations. I am trying a couple of their stuff today. This video is not sponsored. I just got a bunch of stuff and I wanted to try it on camera. So this is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Full Coverage Mattifying Foundation. I have two shades. I have the shade 202 Sun Beige and 102 Light Buff. I'm going to start with 202 Sun Beige, and if it's too dark then I'm going to go ahead and jump into 102. But first I need to wet my beauty blender, of course. It is very, very, very thick. So I am just going to pat it on. Okay, it could be a little dark on me, but I think with the concealer we can balance it out. Thinking about it now, I think I already tried this foundation once. I'm pretty sure I already tried it. I don't know why the packaging looks really familiar. I don't think this is a new foundation for them. I'm pretty sure they've had this foundation for a while. They just came out with new concealers, and I think I already tried the foundation, if I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Alrighty, so the foundation is on. I love, love, love the coverage that it gave me. It covered everything and the finish is beautiful. It definitely is a super matte foundation. Like you can feel it on your skin, but just the coverage is awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and conceal. I'm using the new Rimmel Stay Matte Concealers. I have 3 shades here. I'm going to start off with the shade Ivory, and I'm going to put this under the eyes to hide all of those dark circles that I have. So I'm putting this right here and also on the sides of the nose. Now the concealer is definitely a lot thinner than the foundation. Is it a matte concealer? I'm not sure. Or it's a soft matte, and you can definitely tell because just the formula on this is way different than the foundation. This definitely feels a lot more hydrating and it's a lot thinner than the formula of the foundation. The formula in the foundation is thick, where the concealer is definitely a little bit runnier. So the concealer actually dries pretty fast. So you have to be kind of quick when working with it because it dries down pretty freaking fast. So I'm gonna quickly blend this out. I am going to take the concealer in the shade Chestnut, and I am going to use this to contour. So I'm going to go in to the forehead. And since it does dry pretty quick, I'm just going to go ahead and buff it out. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit on the sides of the nose. I am taking the concealer in the shade called Porcelain, which is the lightest shade. And I am going to use this to highlight my face. And one thing I'm noticing about the concealer is that it's a really thin layer. Like it's not a super heavy concealer. So keep that in mind. If you have really bad under eye circles, you might want to go in with something that has a little bit more coverage. And I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and blend that out. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely a thinner concealer. As you can see, you can still see some of my darkness like right in here. If you have really bad under eye circles, I definitely recommend using something that's a little bit more on the fuller coverage, but for everyday wear, I think it's really pretty. I'm going to go in with the Stay Matte Powder in Translucent, and I am going to quickly set the under eyes. Taking the powder in Sandstorm, I'm going to set the rest of my face. Taking a smaller beauty sponge, I'm going to go into the translucent powder, and I am going to use this to bake my under eye. So I'm just kind of rolling it in there and applying it on the areas where I would normally bake. Now going in with the Sandstorm color, I'm going to do the same thing, but right here under the contour to clean it up. Okay, so now it's the time to bronze up the skin, and I am going to be using Stay Matte Powder in the shade Deep Beige. It's like a really pretty kind of cool tone bronzer. And I'm just going to apply this on the areas where I would just normally bronze up my skin. And I love the Rimmel Stay Matte powders. They're honestly one of the best powders at the drugstore. I love these powders. And this color, look at that color, is so beautiful. And it's so complimentary. Again, this is the shade Deep Beige 016. It's so pretty, like, yes, so pretty. And I'm going to also contour my nose with this powder. So actually one of my subscribers, Jennifer, I believe, she told me to apply a little bit of bronzer to my Cupid's bow to make it pop. And oh girl, it does make my lips pop. So thank you for the tip. I have been doing it ever since and I love it. So let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. The only thing that I'm going to do to my lower lashes is I'm going to go back in with the palette and I'm going to take the first transition shade. I'm going to actually just mix all three together because why not? And I'm just going to blend this in the bottom lash line. Next, I'm going to take the Pixi Nude Eyeliner and I'm just going to line my waterline. I love the Pixi liners. Like, look at that pigment. They're super affordable. You can find them at Target. And the colors and the formula on these, like the pigmentation, everything is bomb. Like, I love these liners. So now I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the bake from under my eyes and the nose area. For blush, I am using the Profusion Blush Palette. This is the 6-color blush palette, and I am going to take the shade Juicy and mix it in with a little bit of the shade Playful. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend up this powder up into the skin and buff everything out so that everything looks nice and blended and airbrushed. So I am going to go ahead and apply mascara. I am going to use the Rimmel. This is the Scandal Eyes, the purple one. I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to apply some Ardell Wispies and then I'll be right back to finish the lips and the highlight. The only thing that we have left to do is highlight and lips. The eyes are done. I wanted to keep the look super minimum. So for highlight, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild I Am So Lit loose highlighter. And I am going to apply that to the tops. Whoa! I'm just going to apply that to the tops of cheekbones. Now taking a smaller brush, I'm going to apply some to the tip of the nose and down the center. Moving on to the lips, I am going to line my lips using the NYX liner in the shade Beyond Nude. I always tell myself I'm not going to overline a lot and then we end up here. So for lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Liquid Lip in Scent Nudes. This is probably my current go-to favorite shade. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I am putting this in the center. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Caught You Bare Naked, which is super nude, and put that right in the center. See, it's like a super nude. Just in the center. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the Rimmel Seduce Me. It's just a clear gloss on top. I'm going to set everything into place using the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go Setting Spray. Alrighty guys, so this is it. This is the completed look. I have to say that I love the way that this look turns out, and of course I love it even more because everything is affordable. One thing that I do have to say is that if your skin is super duper dry, you're probably not going to like the concealer or the foundation that I tried in today's video because it's super matte. Even for me, that my skin tends to be a little bit more on the combination side. My under eyes, they do look a little creasy, and you can tell here that it's starting to look a little cakey and just a little bit too much for my skin type. So if you have dry skin, definitely try to go in with something else, or don't use a mattifying primer. Do something that's a little bit more hydrating. But yeah, that's it. This is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new video. Mwah.